Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this reading might be a little bit specific, but as it might not be for everyone, I will go over if it should be for you. Okay, so let's go through the list. If you have been feeling like you're going insane, you're like borderline depression, comparing yourself to people, you feel like you're too nice sometimes, and you're feeling like you can't figure out the balance between being nice and being too masculine. If you guys have been dealing with a lot of people gossiping about you and it's really been coming to a boiling point over the last 1 to 2 weeks, if you feel like trust is a priceless currency and you just can't trust people right now, if you feel like it's not fair that other people are way further ahead than you, then this reading is definitely for you. Okay, you are not going insane. You are not going insane. You are getting ready to tap into your abnormally lucky princess, dark feminine energy. So whichever one you resonate with, if you are trying to get the princess treatment, you're trying to get people to treat you better, men especially. If you are trying to think I'm abnormally lucky, I'm incredibly blessed, I'm going to stop comparing myself to people because their life isn't even real, it's an illusion. If you feel like you're going delulu, and if you know for a fact that you have to start tapping into your dark feminine energy or you're going to implode. Okay, so we're going to talk about what all of those things mean. Don't worry. I don't want you to stress. I want you to take a deep breath in and out. I want you to relax. I have not pre-pulled anything. We're going to dive in deep, and I'm going to get you as much advice as I can with also advice on the topics at hand, which is princess treatment, being abnormally lucky, lucky syndrome, and dark feminine energy. Because you're starting to feel like, well, I thought I was being cordial, but I mean, obviously I'm being too nice. So now I got to freaking really like tone it down. And so you're figuring out what that means to you. So I'm going to give you guys some advice. We're going to pull cards. Everything's going to be okay. If I could energetically hug you guys, I would. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to is just feeling discarded. You're feeling just drained from people talking about you, people wanting you to dim your light. And normally you're like really supercharged or amped up, but I feel like you're just like over it. So you could be thinking about walking away from certain environments because you're done. You're like done. So let's bless this reading. Anything that is not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. I'm calling on Heavenly Father, my angels, my ancestors, only of the highest white light, and Archangel Michael, as I calibrate to the energy of the collective. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. I bind any of my enemies in the name of Christ. Amen. Let's go. Okay, I get my messages from God mostly, and then sometimes my ancestors. So I don't want anyone to get offended. I'm just here to help. All beliefs are welcome here. But yeah, what I wrote down is you are not going insane. You're getting ready to show the world your dark feminine energy, and everyone better buckle up. You are about to see, like, say you have to stay in certain toxic environments for a little bit before you can, like, leave said job, get a different home, live in a different neighborhood, go to a different school. You are going to see an immediate shift by doing some of the things that I'm going to tell you to do. Are you ready? Are you ready to claim this reading for yourself? Because you deserve it. And I know what all of these feelings feel like. I've been there, I done that, I got the t-shirt, and I go there often. We are on a roller coaster this month, so you are not alone. just know that you are not alone. I don't want you guys to feel discouraged because we are going to do some exercises where you can practice them and it won't be too noticeable to you. Like, you won't feel like you have to go super like out there to like do these things. You'll start implementing them in your day-to-day life, but you're immediately going to see people be like, something's different about them. What are they up to? Why are they acting that way? Because you need to move. Assess that, okay? You guys have a lot of enemies. And the reason why you guys have a lot of enemies is because as you guys are comparing your life to others around you, whether it's on social media or whatever, I especially wear this shirt today, Fortune Favors the Bold, because there's different types of fortune. Your spiritual fortune, your day-to-day fortune. Like, you're just going to be getting braver, and I'm going to help you along the way. There are a lot of people looking at you because they see that you're an artist. Either this is by the way that you do your hair, the way that you dress, the way that people flock to you, the way that they're drawn to you. They try to understand, like, you make anything that you do an art. I feel like you guys have a lot of natural talents and abilities on the side, but in your day-to-day job, what you do is you make, say you're a barista. You run figure eights, you make that an art. Say you work in the corporate environment. The way that you run figure eights and point and spin around in your cubicle, you're an artist. And it doesn't matter what industry you're in, God chose you for this certain industry, and you guys are getting ready to level up. You're getting ready to either call in an alter ego so you can get this done, or you're just going to start seeing yourself as like, I can have that too. I can do that too. And what you're not realizing is that people look up to you. Now, they might not be saying this because I feel like there are a lot of people that are intimidated by your work ethic, intimidated by your resilience, and intimidated by your creativity and the way that you execute things. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you might not like pressure, but you might thrive in pressure. You might thrive in survival mode. So you guys are going to start doing day-to-day activities that help you get into your feminine energy because you're feeling like heavy in your masculine and it's exhausting you. Whoever I'm speaking to, you are getting point blank exhausted by having to do, go, strive, act. You're like, I've had it. So what you're going to start doing is you're going to start engaging in creative activities day to day. If you are already a feminine energy, you might be trying to go out in nature, sit in nature, hug a tree. You might try to lay in the sunshine, put your feet in the grass, walk your dog outside more. If you are a masculine energy, you could be trying to get involved in more hobbies or more sports where you also get to be outdoors. But what I'm seeing is you guys really need to connect with Mother Nature. And I know that's annoying to say, like, Brittany, I know. I hear this on every channel. I know. I'd be slacking in that department too. So, like, I feel you. But what you're going to do that's going to be the most beneficial is engaging in artistic activities that are beneficial to your career. So you're going to be doing things that are beneficial to your career and you're going to be going outside. Okay? Comment down below. Catch me outside. I am an artist. Catch me outside. Okay, thank you. We have energy healing. This is going to be therapeutic for you. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. So this is what you're realizing right now. If I cannot take care of myself, I cannot properly take care of this person, and that person. And you guys feel like, oh, my body aches. I'm so sore. I'm so over this. And you're realizing like you have to slow down because it's taking a toll on you and you can feel it. You're like, oh, I just want to relax. I just want to get in the bath. Do that. Turn your phone off. Let everyone that's looking for you because they're reliant on you, let them fret for a little bit while you put the phone on Do Not Disturb. Somebody here feels incredible guilt when they turn their phone off, when they do not reply to emails right away. Somebody here feels incredible guilt when they don't reply to their bosses right away, or their spouses, or their significant others. 11:11 on the clock. Somebody here feels bad, like, oh no, I should have replied right away. Nah. We are stepping into the dark feminine energy today. Now, if this reading is not for you, don't comment down below, oh, this reading's not for me. There are plenty of readings in my playlist, like hundreds, and you can shuffle for divine guidance if this specific topic is not like what's going on in your life. Okay, but I felt called to talk about this because I can feel it in the collective. Not everyone is going to be having like this fantabulous August, or they don't feel like they're going to. And I'm going to show you why it's going to get better. Someone here could have children, or you're realizing that having children around you or teaching the youth is a part of your purpose. And you might be thinking, oh my gosh, I can't even connect with the youth because I'm freaking exhausted. I'm so tired. So you guys are going to start looking at life's adversities, your day-to-day obstacles. You're going to start looking at them differently. Okay, so say you guys are in a relationship and this person relies on you for everything. Okay, I'm not even going to get into their masculine or feminine. We're not even going to get into that. So say you're with a person that relies on you a lot. You do a lot for this person. What you're going to start doing is, instead of nagging, instead of being like, oh my gosh, I asked you to freaking do this. Like, why didn't you do this? You're going to shut it down. You're going to show people, or this person, if you do not do what I ask, I am not going to nag you. I'm not going to respond. Okay? And this could go for anybody. You are no longer going to respond to people breaking your boundaries or doing whatever. And I also feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you say sorry a lot. We all do. Sorry's been like freaking slapped around like it's, I don't even know, like it's oxygen, and it's not. And so what you're going to start doing is, when you're moving past people, instead of saying, oh, sorry, excuse me, sorry, oh, like, because you're in somebody's way, or I feel like this has a lot to do with your workplace and you guys being out in public. Like, say people are bumping into you at the grocery store and it's them bumping into you, but you're like, you naturally say sorry. You're not going to do that anymore. You're not going to do that anymore. We're going to practice all this week. So what you're going to start doing is, say you've made plans with someone and they're like, oh, I really want to go here, but you know that you really want to go somewhere else that's closer, but you don't, normally you wouldn't say that. You would just go along with whatever their plans are. You're going to say, you know what, that's actually really far for me. And yeah, I'm thinking that I don't want to do that, or however you want to say it. And they're going to go, oh yeah, no problem. Like, we can do whatever you want to do. Instead of you saying, sorry, like I just, such and such and whatever. You're going to say, thank you for understanding. Yeah, it's going to be hot. It's going to be far. Like, thank you for understanding. You're going to be like, oh, okay. In relationships, when they're like, not doing what you ask them to do. Say you live with this person. You've been asking them to take out the trash. You've been asking them to pay the water bill. You've been asking them to take the dog to the vet, whatever it is. You are not going to nag. Like, I've been asking you, you're making me feel crazy. Now, if you are in a feminine masculine relationship, they're not going to respond to that. They're not going to respond to like, this, that, this in a paragraph. They're not going to respond. Point blank, period. Or they're going to be slow to respond. I specifically know that if I nag my husband, he's going to listen less. I know that if I start raising my voice and nagging, he has officially tuned me out. You feel me? So what I do is I just shut it down. You're asking me for things. You're texting me. No. I'm not responding because you have not done what I've asked you to do. And I should not have to nag. I should not have to continue to whatever. I'm just not going to do it. Now, if you are in the category of wanting the princess treatment, you are going to make this person feel like they are your superhero. Okay? A lot of us that resonate with this reading specifically are thinking like, I always have to do things for myself, but you don't really want to do things for yourself, but you're just used to doing things for yourself. You're used to having to open the door for yourself, opening hard to open things. I can't even speak right now. Where's the bell? And you're just frustrated. You're like, oh, where is my Prince Charming? But at the same time, you're like, I gotta do this by myself. I gotta carry the groceries in by myself. I gotta pay these bills by myself. What you're going to start doing is when this person is around, you're going to start slowly but surely being like, oh my gosh, can you open this? They're like, yeah. You're like, oh, thank you so much. Even though you might know how to open it. Like, there was a moth that was in the house the other day, and it was so freaking stinking blinking cute. But I've been practicing this, right? I've been practicing, you guys. And not to say that like my person isn't great, but I'm just, I'm trying to get in I can be very heavily in my masculine energy, and you guys already know that I'm workaholic. So like 2 + 2 = 4. You guys already know. And I was like, babe, there's this moth in here and it's really cute, but I know you're going to be upset if it eats up your clothes. So I have this little coffee cup with a lid. Can you get it to go outside? And he was like, yeah. And I knew he was tired, like beyond tired. And he gets up and he's like, we're like freaking out, like trying to catch the moth without like hurting it. And he gets it and he opens the door and it like flies out and it's like fluttering. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it was so cute. And I'm like, thank you so much. And so my thing is bugs, okay? Where I live, they're out and about. You feel me? They're out and about. The bugs are like, catch me outside. And I'm like, I better catch you outside because I don't want them inside. So I know my husband also works a lot too. So I don't want to like bug him to like be getting all these different bugs for me. Crickets and moths go outside. Okay. We think that they're good luck. We're superstitious in this house. So I'm like, babe, can you get this for me? And then you thank them. Okay. You thank them like they're your hero. And, for a long time, I was very stubborn. I did not want to admit that, like, my husband did all of these things that he did for me, especially at the beginning of my spiritual awakening, and especially when I was in the beginning of my sobriety. I didn't want to admit that, like, he helped me with A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I realized over the years, like, why am I not wanting to give him credit? Like, I didn't really do all of this by myself. Yes, I started this by myself, but him being a support system is very important. And he's like, you always want to open the door. Let me open the door for you. I'm like, because I'm super impatient. So that could be you guys too. Let me know in the comments if it is. And so I started realizing that people, even if they're your spouse, your person, you're in a relationship, they also need validation. So the more that you're telling them, like, I value you, thank you so much for doing this for me, the more they're going to want to treat you like a prince or a princess. You feel me? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Okay. So this person is here to help you with life's adversities, but they're not going to do it if they feel like you're like, oh my gosh, I told you. And you guys, trust me, I've tried it every which way from Sunday. So I'm telling you what works. And I started doing this before I even knew it was the princess treatment, dark feminine energy. Before I knew it was any of those things, I was just like, I got to try a different way because this is not working. His selective hearing is getting worse. So what's really going on? So anyways, you guys are going to open up new possibilities for the connections in your life. Okay, so say you got 2 bullies walking past you and you're just trying to get some water at the water cooler, and you get your water and you're going back to your cubicle, okay, and they like shoulder check you. You're not going to say sorry. You're not going to say sorry. You're going to look at them. And they're expecting you to say sorry, but you're not. And then they might say, oh, excuse me. You guys have been trying this all week just to see, like, it's fun. It's fun to be testing stuff out on people around me. They don't know what I'm doing. They probably think I'm crazy, but whatever. I don't care. Maybe they think I'm moody, but I don't really care. Anyways, I was trying this out because I could be that person sometimes when I'm in a hurry. I'm like bumping into things. I'm very clumsy. And it's a narrative I'm trying to like walk away from. So instead of me saying like, oh, pardon me, excuse me, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. And so the people that normally bump into me or I bump into them, whatever, we're bumping into each other. I'm always the one that apologizes whether it was my fault or not. And I'm like, why am I doing that? Thinking like, oh, I'm being cordial. Like, no, I'm not sorry. I'm in a hurry. Move. And I'm not trying to be rude necessarily, but I've been trying this out for a week now. And people have been moving out of my way. And they've been saying sorry. Who's sorry now? Okay, so you're not going insane. You're tapping into your dark feminine energy. When people treat you a certain way, like say your boss messages you and they're like, I'm sorry, I'm just not going to be able to give you that day off. Instead of you being like, oh, well, I understand, da 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 da, you're not going to respond. That's scary. I know. I've been trying that too. Okay, so don't feel alone. Okay, I had a boss give me some bad news and I was like, just don't respond. Just don't respond. It's going to hurt you to do it, but don't respond. And I didn't. So then an email went out saying, hey, I know that I've been given some bad news out, but let me try to fix it. I was like, yeah. That's more like it. So you guys, don't be scared to like try this out in small ways. You're going to see a shift in people because they're going to be like, something's different. So normally when I'm at work, I'm very polite. I'm very like, no, you don't have to pick that up. Let me do that. I'm letting people do it. I know. I'm letting people do it. People that are like, Brittany, let me pick that up for you. Let me get that for you. And I'm like, normally I'm like, no. I got it. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Like I told someone today, I was like, you are my VIP. You are my most valued. You are my favorite. And I said this in front of a bunch of people and they were like, thank you. And I was like, yes, I'm getting it. So you guys, I'm new to this too. Like actually knowing the theory and like trying to do this. So do not feel like you are by yourself. You were most definitely not. You've gone from being able to put your foot down in certain situations, which is great. And now you're at this point where you're like, okay, I'm still being a little bit too nice in certain situations that are kind of hostile. And so you're learning how to like, tap into your dark feminine energy. You are not going to let people just do whatever. I had some issues and some discrepancies going on at work. And so I talked to not my boss about it, but the owner about it. And was like, hey, what do you think I should do? Because I am dealing with some catty, jealous, whatever type of girls. I don't have time for that. So what do you suggest that I do? And normally I would not message this person because he's very busy and I don't want to bother him. But I was like, you know what? He's going to feel valued if I reach out to him and I say, hey, I don't necessarily have proof that these things are going on, but I feel it in the workplace. Like, is there anything that like you think I should be doing? And he immediately called me and I was like, whoa, which is like, it's a big deal. Trust me. If you worked where I work, you would know that it was a big deal. But anyways, I was just like, yeah, what do you think I should do? So I kind of just told him, I kept it very general, so it didn't seem like a personal attack on anybody that was being like shitty with me. And so he gave me a game plan. So when I went to work, I followed that game plan and everyone started reacting differently. They were like, whoa, they are doing the opposite of what they normally do. So that's tapping into this dark feminine energy. Use your alliances. Do for yourself. You guys are going to learn to be more selfish. You're going to learn that you have to care for yourself more than other people care for you. Because what was happening was I was trying to be cordial at work, but they were taking cordial for a ride. Do you feel me? And I have been to jail and back a couple of times. For anyone that is new, I've been to jail many times. I have gotten into many fights, many altercations. I was in my drug addiction and my alcohol addiction for a very long time. So I am a hothead, and I am trying not to deal with certain things at work, resent it, and then have a meltdown when I get home. And that's how I was starting to feel, because I work in a place where it's like everyone is out for themselves. And I was just trying to get along with everyone because I thought naturally I did, but I started to learn that I cannot trust anybody where I work because of the discrepancies that I was dealing with. It really opened my eyes to the fact that people are comparing themselves to me. They are trying to get away with things that are really shitty to do to somebody, because like even if I didn't like somebody at work or didn't fuck with them, I would not do those things. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so you guys are going to start using your resources differently, and you're going to start showing people I am no one to play with. Comment down below, I am the wrong one. Catch me outside. Not that type of catch me outside, but like Mother Nature outside, because you're going to be like hugging trees and such and laying in the sun and putting your feet in the grass. Not like catch me outside like you're going to catch a case with somebody. Okay, you're not going to rumble tumble with freaking, you're not going to have a Ponderosa with Becky outside. Okay, you're not going to have a Ponderosa with Bobby outside because he turned out to be a sneaky link and he's sleeping with so and so. We're not going to do that. We are going to be the better person, and you're going to see how people start shifting. Okay, you are learning how to balance out doormat, standing up for yourself, not having to say too much. And I know that can be like a lot, but whoever I'm speaking to, you are really starting to feel the heat of people wanting you to dim your light, wanting you to be this watered down version of yourself, and you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. And trust me, I started to feel really discouraged in the workplace over the course of the past month, because I had a friend that started working for this company, and she was like my eyes and ears when I wasn't around. And she started telling me like, hey, these people do not know we're friends, and I'm hearing all kinds of shit. And I'm like, wow, like I've been working with this person for years, this person for years, this person for years, this person for years. I trained that person. I've been nothing but kind to that person. I've helped that person out so many times, to find out that no one has my back and everyone's just really freaking incredibly stupid and jealous at work. I was like, damn, I just wanted to have like a couple of acquaintances. I can't even have acquaintances at work. So do not feel bad. That is because you are outgrowing these people that you're around. Now, say you're dating someone and you give them the cold shoulder from putting your foot down and not responding to them not doing something that you asked. If they happen to like ghost you, run away, do something super flaky, then that is showing you that they are not meant to be in your life. When you do things that are standing in your power, okay, because whoever I'm speaking to, you are calling back your power. And not only are you doing that, you're going to be tapping into this dark feminine energy. And people think sometimes that like dark feminine energy is about like being sultry, wearing dark makeup, and like doing something with your eyes, like casting spells with your eyes. That is not dark feminine energy, BT dubs. I know. Maybe you thought that. I thought that a long time ago. I was like, what is that? Is that like a new makeup thing? Like, is that like some new eyeshadow? Like, what is that? Okay. So you guys could have been thinking that, but it's not. And so what you're going to be realizing like is when you stand in your power in the best way possible, the people that do not belong will move. And the people that stand for that, they're going to be gravitating towards you. You guys are the bee. You guys have naturally a lot of honey in your life, but sometimes you guys don't see this because you're looking at whoever over here that has all of these other things, but you might not be realizing that they might be renting that home. They could have married that person for money. They could be miserable in that relationship. They could be using a filter. They could be using a waistband, a waist trainer. They could have gotten a BBL. Like somebody here is comparing themselves to people and they don't want to. I don't think that you want to compare yourself to other people. You're just like, well, I've been working my butt off and I've been sharing my honey. I've been sharing the sweetness in this life, but you're learning right now to be selfish. Okay, it's like the oxygen mask. You cannot do for everyone else that you truly care about if you are not being a little bit selfish for you. And instead of being a little bit selfish, you're going to learn to be a lot of bit selfish. Trust me, you guys think that you're catching looks, glances, and stares now. Wait till people start moving out of your way. The people that normally try to like push you around at work, wait until they start like moving the F out of your way. That's going to be awesome. Yeah. So what you're doing right now is you are energetically showing people like, we are not an energetic match. You need to move without you saying anything at all. Without you saying anything at all. You feel me? And people are just going to start naturally moving out of your way because they're seeing like they don't fit into this picture. You are not being as nice as you normally are being. I also feel like you're going to be changing how you eat, or you're going to be praying or using certain crystals. Okay, someone here is going to be praying and asking God or their ancestors or the divine for help. Someone here is going to be using different crystals. Now, let me give you guys a recommendation for crystals. Okay, say that you are a psychic, an intuitive, you're a healer, you're a light worker. I definitely recommend labradorite. Maybe not leaving the house without it because it psychically protects you. And then other crystals that are amazing for the throat chakra. I forgot what this crystal is called. Damn it. I will try to comment it down below if I remember. But canvasite. It's a little pricey, okay? But it is also a meteorite like... Oh my gosh, what is that green crystal? Why am I drawing a blank? It's a tektite, okay? So we have like the green tektite. Sorry, I'm bumping the microphone. We have all different types of tektites, which are meteorites from like pieces of that. Am I making sense? I hope so. And so there's a blue one, there's a green one. Why can I not think of what it is called? But you guys know what I'm talking about. So there's a blue one. It's called canvasite. It is pricey. You only need a little bit of it, okay, if that helps any. But that's a great crystal. If not, you can use lapis lazuli. You can use sodalite. You guys might want some adventurine, carnelian for, what is the word? Carnelian for confidence. And adventuring for being more playful, being more creative, and stepping into that like lighthearted, like this is light work for you to like just be having fun and doing your thing. Also selenite, aqua aura quartz. You guys are getting a lot of information right now, so I don't want you guys to get overwhelmed. I want you guys to take it one day at a time. I definitely recommend that you guys look into the princess treatment, lucky syndrome, and dark feminine energy a little bit further, because this is like tapping into a little bit of that, and then the reading as well. And I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time, but this is really going to help you guys with your life purpose. Infinite abundance. You guys are going to tap into infinite abundance by not doing so much for other people. So let me give you guys an example. I've been practicing not overdoing things for other people because I thought, or I found out, not only were they trying to throw me under the bus for not doing said things, they weren't appreciating said things. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take care of my needs first. When we're all around each other, having to work with each other, I'm going to take care of my needs first. See how you like that. So I did that. And those that have worked with me for months or years, they know that I'm not like that. I'm like, let me get this for you. Let me get that for you. Let me get this for you. I'm like the mama bear. And I'm like, no. I'm going to do for me, then I'll do for you. And if you're smart, you'll go do some of these things on your own, and then I'll do the rest. So that's what's been happening. I've been taking care of me first, and then coming back and seeing that like all these things that they would have asked me to do, they're already done. I was shocked. So I definitely want you guys to try this. So that specifically is your dark feminine energy and like princess treatment all rolled into one. I want you guys to comment down below. Everything always works out for me. Okay, everything always works out for me. My healing abilities are a part of my life purpose. You are going to be learning how to, what is the word? You guys are going to be learning how to keep your sweetness and your goodies all for yourself. You're not going to be like over giving. I feel like I could be talking to a Leo, okay, especially. You guys are normally very generous. You guys are going to be scaling that back big time. You're going to be spoiling yourself more so than like giving it to everybody and their grandma. Because I feel like you guys naturally devote yourself to people that you care about, but you're starting to realize that people don't have your back like you have their back. Okay, people don't have your back like you have your back. So I want you guys to tune into the rhythm of your breath and find stillness and patience. You guys are going to slow it down. You're going to slow it down. You're going to do for you. You're going to take your time. Okay? This is like that movie, He's Just Not That Into You, where she calls the friend at the bar and she's like, okay, I'm in his house. Like, and he said that he's going on a trip and he's going to be away for a while. And he's like, what do you mean he's going to be away for a while? Like, nobody's really going to be away for a while. And she's like, oh, like, because she believed it. Like, this guy was slow playing her. So he's like, I want you to stay in the bathroom and just take your time. So this is what you guys are going to start doing. She's like in the bathroom doing like Crest White Strip. She's like peeking outside the door. Like, he's still waiting. That's what people are naturally going to do. They're going to wait. They're going to wait. And they should. Because you guys have been doting and waiting and giving and generous. And it's their turn. It's their turn. You feel me? Yeah. Options. Another thing you guys are going to be realizing is that you have options. Yes. This is going to show you that you should consider career possibilities. It's going to show you that you should consider other theories. I feel like someone here is trying to tap into like an alter ego. Maybe you guys are creating an alter ego for yourself where you're like, Sasha Fierce gets everything done and I'm just like, whatever. And if you need to do that, I highly recommend it because like you're trying to be a different person and it might be easier to have this alter ego, be a little bit delusional and dress like that person would dress because that's the person you're trying to become. So say you're trying to become Rihanna. You're going to start, you're going to make your alter ego like Rihanna. You're going to start wearing certain things like Rihanna, acting like Rihanna. Rihanna is tapped into her dark feminine energy for certain. For certain is getting the princess treatment. And for certain knows that she's the luckiest broad in the world. She embodies gratitude, baddie, and a balance of her masculine and her feminine energy. This is what you guys are striving to do. So what you're looking at is different people that can inspire you. So we have hard work and inspiration are the foundation of true creativity. You're wanting to feel really inspired. So you're going to look at certain people that you look up to, people that know what they're talking about, people that are going places. Maybe pick 1 to 3 people and make your alter ego kind of like them. And it's kind of like that fake it till you make it. Because believe it or not, a lot of other people are doing that too. Okay, and they might not be doing it with the best intentions, but you are doing this to like build your self-confidence. I feel like you guys not being able to trust people at this time has really been taking a toll on your confidence. All of the betrayal, whether you would like to admit it or not, has been taking a toll on your confidence. Like, damn, I can't trust anybody. I can't be friends with anybody. You feel like people are leaving you high and dry. You could be feeling like people are not being honest with you. They're not valuing you. And so you're going to look at hard work differently. You're going to redefine hard work by creating another version of yourself. So have fun being creative. You are going to walk away from a certain situation in order to resolve it. So again, it's this dark feminine energy of you guys walking away from people. If people are not telling you what you want to hear. They're not treating you with respect, not talking to you with respect. You might tell them a thing or two like, yeah, that's not going to work. It could be something so simple like that. That's not going to work for me, but I appreciate your time. That's not going to work for me. Thank you for listening. That's not going to work for me. So I'm going to put in my notice. And I'm not telling people to quit their job, but I'm just saying that someone here is walking away from a relationship or job or both. This is something that you've been considering. This is not something that you're like, oh, should I do that? Whoever I'm speaking to with that specifically, you've already been considering, like, you've been wanting to leave this job. You've been knowing this relationship isn't going to work out. So you are realizing that you have options. You have options to consider. Because some of you guys are going to try some of these theories out. You're going to take them for a test run. And some people might really disappoint you. You'll be like, no, you are not an option. Because you are going to drain me and I don't have time for it. You're also, for those of you that are in relationships that you love, or jobs that you adore, whatever the case is, people that are in situations that they love, but they're like disappointed and they feel like they could scale back on how much they do for people. You guys are going to be really shocked at how some of these things unfold by you just treating somebody like they're your hero, making them feel valid, making them feel valued. So I don't know if I finished explaining this, but after I started figuring out like, oh my gosh, this person has done a lot for me and all they wanted was some credit for, helping me along the way and being my biggest cheerleader. Once I started like admitting that, for some reason I like could not admit it. I don't know. So once I started admitting it, like, you have been there for me. And I don't know why I couldn't say that. Like, you guys, I used to be so in my toxic masculine energy. It was not even funny. I used to be like, I'm the breadwinner. I'm the shit. I'm freaking amazing. I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that. Now, granted, this was like 6 years ago and I'm not on that same wave. Okay, I'm going to say that again. That was like 6 years ago and I'm not on that same wave. And because I was acting like that, I dealt with a lot of karma. Because I started getting like too bold for my britches and thinking that I was the shit, God knocked me down 5 pegs. I lost my home. I lost my job. I lost everything. Lost a family. And I'm not saying it's all because of that, but things really started unfolding all at once. And then I went through my spiritual awakening. So I was starting over, and that needed to happen. Like, I needed to be humbled in order to see things clearly. Like, hey, I was being an asshole. Like, hey, I was being really bossy and mean and catty, and I was putting people down that I love and doing that without facts, or just being like, I'm awesome. Everything is awesome, especially me. Like, that's how I was acting. And I'm like, ew. I look at that version of me now and I'm like, I look at that version of me then and I'm like, I cannot relate. And so I'm glad that God humbled me, because I was turning into a beast, okay? I was turning into a beast. Like, I thought back then I was a goat, and like, I don't know what I thought. I don't know why I was so full of myself, but I was definitely on one. I think part of it too was I was working out a lot and I was taking fat burner. I don't think that's good for you, but anyways, I mean, I don't know what type of fat burner they put in these milkshakes that I was taking, but it just was making me just like crazy. So I had to like stop working out so much. I had to slow down on that, and it was making me really toxic. Like, I do. What do you guys do? What does everyone else here do? And that's how I was. And I was like that for a year, I think. And yeah, like, I lost everything. And so it was a truly humbling experience. You guys are going to be realizing that you are limitless, okay? We have luck and right timing. Do not feel bad that like, hey, why didn't I know about this energy or this theory? Like, it's divine timing. There's a lot of divine timing. There were certain lessons that you were learning. You were finding your voice. You were figuring out your purpose. You were figuring out boundaries. So it's like one thing at a time. Like, I feel like God or the divine did not want to overwhelm you. So So we have the fortune's wheel coming in because you guys are making necessary changes that are making your life better. You guys are overcoming obstacles faster than you ever have. Okay, some of these obstacles, you guys, think about it. They used to take you like a couple months or a couple weeks to sort out because you would just deal with it and then like bitch about it, or you would just deal with it and then you would pop off on people, or like you wouldn't say anything and you would just like cry and have a meltdown at home. And so now you guys look at the obstacles and how you handle them so much faster. So comment down below. The fortune's wheel is here. I am overcoming obstacles like a goat, like a boss. Period. Yeah. So you're letting go of this old version of yourself that I literally can like see someone like I wasn't even being a doormat. I was just trying to be cordial and these people suck. Like that's what I'm being shown. Like you're just like, all I was doing was being cordial to these people and they just wanted to run amok. Like I was a doormat still. I don't think so. So you're going to tap into your dark feminine energy and you're going to show them you're going to move. When I move, you move. Just like that. Okay, so when you move, they're going to move. Just like that. Movement toward adventure. Like, this adventure is you guys doing for yourself. You're embarking on this adventure where you're like, I'm going to do for me, myself, and I. But you're not doing it in a cocky way. You're just like the people that have, you're just standing your ground. You are truly standing your ground. And you are finding that balance. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, you should have done that. And I told you to do that. And look at what you did. You're not going to be like that. But you're not going to be like, oh, it's fine. Like, it's cool. Don't worry. Because people are running amok. You're starting to see that, like, the little inch that you gave people, they're running amok. It's time to check their ass. Okay, who gonna check me, boo? Susie. Who gonna check me, boo? Michael. Michael and Susie are always a collective, and Becky and Bobby are always opportunists over there. The Decepticons over there. The Chooch and Choochalinis over there, and we ain't got time. You guys are gonna start getting in a flow. Okay, you guys are gonna start getting in a flow. You are cleaning house by acting this way because people are gonna see like, whoa. They're not saying a lot, but I can feel this energy saying, move. Don't fuck with my shit. Don't F with my money. Don't do anything stupid. Because, like, you're doing things with your presence. Instead of dimming your light, you're just keeping it real short. Like, when they're telling you things, like, that are disrespect, you're going to really tone down the response to give them the cold shoulder, and you're going to walk away. They're going to be like, let them overthink. Let them overanalyze. Let them change their behavior. Let them be overwhelmed. So people around you are going to be feeling truly overwhelmed. Like, what did I do? That is not the same Susie I worked with yesterday. That is not the same Michael that I dated yesterday. Yeah. I love this. I love the princess treatment too because it's like not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just like, you got to get guys to spoil you or your person to spoil you. And that is not the case. It is just how feminine and masculine energies work in relationships, like this game of chess. And it's like guys want to feel valid. They want to feel needed. They don't want to feel like, I don't need you. I can do all this by myself. And I had to realize that. I had to learn that the hard way before I even learned about princess treatment. You know what I mean? I had to learn the hard way, like, oh, my man does not like it when I'm like, he, man, woman hater. Like, I got all this shit by myself. Move. Doesn't like that. Even if you can carry all the groceries, don't, and let them. Okay? Even if you can open all the doors, see who opens the door for you. I used to always be like, let me open the door. Let me open the door. No. You know how much training? I'm like that puppy that like pees on everything when there's like the puppy pad right there. You know how long it took me to let people open doors for me? Do you know how stubborn I am? I cannot. So what you guys are doing is you are rising above the fray. You have a different lens. You have a different perspective. And you are starting to see like, whoa, when I move, they move. And it's literally just like that. I really want you guys to, whatever theory calls to you, whether it's getting an alter ego. Okay, I'm going to say these so you guys know them. Whether it's getting an alter ego, lucky syndrome, princess treatment, or dark feminine energy, I want you guys to look at like which one calls to you. Because I feel like there's 4 different groups, or you're going to take all of the above. And whatever approach you're taking, I challenge you guys to look into it and try it even further. Because I feel like if this reading is for you, you're going to be like, dang, it's going to be interesting to, it's going to be appealing. So I like that. You were rising above the fray. You were getting like an eagle eye view. So God is helping you get a different perspective on how you come off to people. Being too nice, being too sweet, doing too much. Like being motherly to too many people. And now you're going to start mothering yourself, fathering yourself, doing for yourself. And I really like that. And you guys are going to create a lot of opportunity for yourself because you're not going to have to like cut off so many people. A lot of people are going to start taking out themselves. Okay, you feel what I'm saying? The trash is going to start taking out itself. Like you are not going to have to do all the heavy lifting. I'm so excited. So again, you are not insane. You are about to show the world what time it is. You're about to show the world your boss up. That you are the champion. Fortune favors the bold. You're about to show the world what your glow up really looks like. Because you guys have been sidestepping it when certain people are around. And what you're going to start doing is showing certain people like, I love you, I adore you, you're my hero, thank you so, so much. See how much shit they're willing to do for you after you start treating them like that in the most sincere and dear way. Like, I needed you to open this. Oh my gosh, thank you. Like, when my husband caught that moth and let it fly outside, like, I was so geeked up. And so now I know, like, I can wake him up or I can ask him nicely and he will remove said bug and put it outside. Okay, because I always be finding bugs at like the most inopportune times. I think that's a word. But you guys are going to start getting back to being a joyful muse. You're going to start having more fun with your confidence because I feel like your confidence has been rocked a little bit. I feel like you've been comparing yourself to certain people that are doing way better than you in certain environments, whether it's at the gym, you're looking at people that are seeing more progress. Maybe they're on something, you don't know. And like they could be on a substance, they could be doing it for a guy. Like you don't know like everything that's going on with the people that you're comparing yourself to. And I used to do this to you guys, so like don't feel bad. There were some readers that like I really looked up to, and then there were more readers that were like on my level, and when they would surpass me, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like I don't understand what I did. Like what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? And then to top it off, some of those readers that I like looked up to a couple of years ago, they're not even around now. So like I don't know what's going on in their life. Like I shouldn't have been comparing myself to them because my track could be moving slower because it's supposed to have longevity. Sometimes when people are blowing up around you, it's not for the right reasons. So what you're going to really be working on is not comparing yourself to Cindy Lou Who down the street, because Cindy Lou Who down the street could be face tuning, could have not eaten for a whole week, could have been trying to catch a man, could be catfit. You don't know. Doing a lot of hand movements. You don't know. Okay? So, right use of power. Okay, we have the right use of power. You guys are starting to see like, oh, everything has like a step, and you're figuring out in your relationships, your day-to-day relationships, what are the right steps to make it the most successful? What is the right use of power? Okay, so like for me in my day-to-day relationship, it would be in my best interest to make my husband feel good, like he provides, like he does a good job, like he does things that I really need him to do, and for him to feel good about that, so he wants to do those things, instead of me having to like tug on his shirt and be like, you said, and he always makes fun of me like, you said, are you going to say you said? And I'm like, nope. not going to say that. I was going to say, can you please? But I always used to be like that. You said. Like, my thing was, my dad always used to promise me things. Like, always. And he would always let me down. And so before I was even spiritual or went through my awakening, I was always like, you said. Don't do that. Because you said. But you said. And I would be a little nagging, like a nagger. Like, if nagging was a sport, I am so much better than I used to be. But if nagging was a sport, like, I would have the gold. Okay. So that's what you guys are learning. The right use of power in your relationship with your person at your job. You are learning, like, what theory is going to work for you to be able to put yourself first, where you're not over apologizing to people because you're over it. You're like, why do I have to walk around feeling insecure? I'm not going to feel insecure. You guys figure it out. So there are crowned games. Life is like a video game. You guys are on the spiritual training ground and you guys are figuring out the game of life. Okay, you guys are figuring out the game of life. You guys could be 33. You guys could be a life path 8, a life path 9, a life path 6. Okay, I have a bunch of life path numbers. Okay, so let me go through them. You don't have to be these. Obviously, if this message resonates with you. I just like to find, like, different things that could, like, be yours. Life path 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 4, 9, 1. Okay, those are the life path numbers. That's a lot. So that makes me feel like there are a lot of people that need to hear this message. And we have lost compass. You guys are getting ready to tidy up the theories in your head, the thoughts in your head, how you're going to move forward tomorrow. We have the lost compass, getting back to integrity. Comment down below, I am getting back to integrity. I'm getting back to balance. I am ready to let go. I am calling back my power. I have the right use of power. Yeah. I'm seeing that you guys are going to be really happy because you are being given this different perspective. You're starting to see that these people that weren't really your friends, that were gossiping about you or whispering at the water cooler, Becky, go back to your cubicle type of shit. You're starting to see that, like, they are not challenges. It's an opportunity for you guys to see things from a different perspective on how you guys are coming off and how you're going to come off differently because you ain't taking shit from nobody. You are going to face challenges with confidence because you are taking a different approach, and you guys are going to remain cautious with certain people. And I feel like there were certain people around you that you let your guard down with. And I don't feel like you necessarily gave them a ton of information, but you just, like, your kindness was being cordial to them. That is revoked, okay? Kindness revoked. Now they get dark feminine energy, period. Because people were trying to, like, be a little Decepticon. And some people were really good at it, too. Ooh, you guys, we got the Phoenix. That is you guys. Let me know in the comments if you are a fire sign, if you like Game of Thrones, if you guys like House of Dragons, if you guys like The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings. Be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. So this felt like crisis to you. You felt like bogged down, like, oh my gosh, I can't have friends. Great. Oh my gosh, like, why am I not as far as that person? Great. Why do I have to keep nagging my person? Oh, like, great. Like, you were just feeling like it was a lot emotionally, taking a toll on you, and that you were having to put so much on your plate. It was just exhausting you. So you're learning how to release things so your plate is, like, got some crumbs on it. Okay? You're like, I'm not going to do all of these things. You're like, I want to be able to take a bath today. Like, take it day by day. Like, think, like, I'm going to make sure that I don't overextend myself today. I'm going to make sure my person feels like my hero in my life or my princess in my life. And, like, you're realizing, like, the game of life in a different way, and you're going to take a different approach to do for you because you're starting to see, like, I can't even tolerate some people right now unless I get my bath, I get my coffee, I'm relaxed, I take a nap, whatever it is for you, you're going to start setting different terms with the eagle eye view as the Phoenix, because this is your renewal. You guys are definitely seeing 1111 or 111. And the last like 5 readings were yours. Maybe not the love one, but like the last other couple. So you guys are cleaning house. Oops, sorry guys. You guys are cleaning house with your energy, with your intention. Your intention, your vibration is setting a different tone. Comment down below. My intention, my vibration is setting a different tone. You feel me? Capiche? Intention, the eye of the needle. You guys are starting to like zero in on like, that person ain't no good. And if they're good, they're going to move. If they're really kind, they're just like, people are just going to start doing what they need to do, or they're going to make themselves turn into vapor. I love that. Okay, let's get a couple more for you guys. Let's get 2 more. Can I get 2 more for the collective? We went in. Okay, so we got 1. We got 2. You guys are going to get the balance that you've been wanting so badly. I know. Like, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes, like, the balance feels, like, overwhelming. Like, how am I going to get that? I got to do all these things. Like, how am I really going to do that? So you're letting go. Comment down below. I am ready to face my fears with confidence. I am the cosmic warrior. I am the galactic truth serum. I embody dark feminine energy. I deserve to be treated like a king or a queen or a prince or a princess. You are going to be straddling worlds. It's like you're going to be dipping into the spiritual realm, getting your gems, and then you're going to be back in the 3D, like moving through the game like a boss, moving through the matrix like a boss and feeling good. Okay? Wandering between realms. I love that. Then we have Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences. You're going to start making different choices. And you're going to be very ecstatic, like over the moon, with how fast these things move into different consequences. And it's going to feel like it's finally your feast, your parade, your moment where you get to start doing things your way. You don't have to be like, do you need? Can I get you? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Nah. Drop your scissors down below. We're going to catch you outside in Mother Nature, frolicking. And for my masculines, you guys are going to start doing what you want to do outside. You guys are going to start looking at things differently. And whoever I'm speaking to, you're divinely protected to be getting all of these gems like this and not like losing your mind. So don't be too hard on yourself. Okay? Do not be too hard on yourself. Because I feel like even though it's really frustrating dealing with people that are not seeing your value, even though it's really frustrating dealing with people that you cannot trust, people that have been betraying you, they're doing you a favor. Okay? These people are truly doing you a favor so you can maneuver differently. Okay? They're doing you a favor by being a chooch, by being a Decepticon, by being a lazy whatever. They're doing you a service. They're doing you a solid. Because now you see, like, you ain't no good. Like that Amy Winehouse song. Like, you know that I'm no good. Yeah, now I know that you're no good. And I can move accordingly. Okay, comment down below. I am ready to act accordingly. I am ready to move accordingly. Let's get you guys an angel number. I don't know why I'm doing all of this. Okay, so we have 362. Okay, 362. I'm hearing that song 369. Damn, she's fine. Hoping she can sock it to me one more time. Get low. So someone here is going to be dancing. Like, that's how happy you're going to be. Like, you're going to go home like, dang, all of that worked. Ooh. You guys, if it does, like, let me know in the comments, like, which theory or, like, what you're going with. Like, is it alter ego? Is it dark feminine energy? Is it princess treatment? Are you abnormally lucky? Like, what are you going with? And then, like, we should share, like, how it's working out. So I'll try to do, like, a checkup video. Like, it's something we're going to talk about probably for the next week because I feel like it's a theme. So we'll see how it plays out and what, like, gems I'm given to give you guys. And I'm really excited for you guys. Okay, we have a turkey. I'm hearing peanut butter jelly time. So I'm seeing that like you guys are going to be treating yourself. Okay, you guys are going to be treating yourself. Instead of you feeling like you're in an entanglement of some kind, you guys are going to be the one shooting webs. You guys are not going to be as intimidated by certain things or certain, like not answering the phone right away, not answering work emails right away. You guys are going to start slowing down to show people like, this is what I'm worthy of. Like, get on board or remove yourself. So you guys are going to be the ones shooting the webs and showing people what time it is. And then we have the donut and the eggplant. So you guys could be making, you guys could be learning different recipes. Ooh, I get it. So someone here is going to start planting things that can help you with your feminine energy. Someone here is going to start baking things that can help you with your feminine energy. So you guys could be learning how to plant vegetables. You guys could be learning new recipes, learning how to bake things. And so you're just looking at how you're going to be creative in other ways that make you feel good. And this is going to be really good for you guys. I'm so excited. Okay. Let's get some initials. Initials. Give me that initial. Okay, we got 3 initials. We have S-E-A-C. So someone here could be going by the sea. Someone here needs to be by salt water. Now, say you guys are not near an ocean. Not everyone is. And you know that the salt water is healing, but you can't like be near it. You can create it in your bathtub. Trust and believe. You can create it in your bathtub. Say you don't have a bathtub and it's not a great situation for you to like be in the bathtub. You can do you can get a bag of salt and get a loofah and put it all over the loofah and make like a salt spiritual shower. So you could have a spiritual shower or a spiritual bath, but either way, all of the heat that you guys are feeling, because you guys got a lot of eyes on you, doing this often could make you feel really good. Now, I'm not saying that you guys have to do this every day, but whoever I'm speaking to, because you guys feel things so intensely, it will help you. Now, when I was having to bartend a lot more than I do now, I would have to take a spiritual bath like every day, and if I didn't, I would have an absolute meltdown. This was before my spiritual awakening, and I didn't even realize that like that was helping me so much deal with what I was dealing with at work. So whoever I'm speaking to, that's definitely going to help you. Now, you could also have the initials S, E, or A, or that could be the initial of a spirit guide. But I'm also just getting that someone needs to plan a trip near the sea. Someone needs to go near salt water. This is going to be extremely healing for you at this time. And if you can't go near it, then you're going to create it. You feel me? I love you guys so, so much. I hope this message helped you. And if you've gotten to the end of this message, hello. You guys are the best. I appreciate my subscribers so, so much. Like, you guys are my soul family or my best friends in this world where I don't have a lot of friends and can't be trusting people. So, like, you guys are my legit, like, besties, my sisters, my brothers, my siblings. You guys are my family. And I just appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. I'm getting emotional. But yeah, our family is growing. So don't forget to smash the you know what so this message can be passed along. And yeah, hit the bell, duh, because you don't want to be missing out on these messages. Like, do you? And just thank you guys for your cute notes that I get on Cash App. Thank you everyone that just joined Patreon. I post every weekend on Patreon and then sometimes bonus content as well. And that's where I do all of my pick a card content where we go in depth and we do more viewers' choice. And I'm just really excited. Thank you to my members only for all of your beautiful comments and your love and support. I am so grateful to you all. And I look forward to speaking to you guys in the comments. And yeah, bye guys.